Hey guys, welcome back. It's me once more, the Geeky Phantom. It's Christmas night here. Not Christmas Eve, Christmas night, and usually I guess you can call it a Christmas special. But Christmas specials usually tend to have celebrity guests and little cartoon shorts and maybe music and such and so forth. But guys in red suits, fat guys and eating all the cookies and stuff. And but we don't have any of that because I don't have the resources to bring those people here. Besides, it could be worse. I could have guests, and it could be country music guests. You don't want to listen to country music, do you? So, like Garth Brooks or something. Oh my God. So let's just get through this. Let's get started. Some of you might be wondering, what's this clown doing? Videotaping on Christmas night instead of spending it with loved ones. But I'm here. I'm alone. So who cares? I'm having fun, doing my thing. I have other ways to keep me busy. You know what I mean? Classic. And even bigger classic, just spectacular stuff. Some of this. Whoa. Sorry, some of you children probably haven't seen that. I swear I just read the damn thing, and I don't look at the pictures or anything. But okay, enough of this. Let's get started. Okay, so let's get serious here for a second. There's been some big talk about some stuff that's been going on in the media lately regarding Sony Pictures and blah 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 hack blah blah blah. Blah blah blah, Seth Rogen, blah blah blah, James Franco, blah blah blah, the interview, blah blah blah, George Clooney just proving some good points, blah blah blah. But let's get focused on this subject because it's very funny and very interesting situation they're in. Spider-Man, there's talk about Spider-Man and all this other stuff that's been going on, and is Marvel going to get Spider-Man back? Is Sony going to keep Spider-Man? Who knows? But the interview, let's get to the interview because that's the biggest factor of the whole Sony hack thing. Seth Rogen and James Franco star in this movie. I got a chance to see it last night, to watch it, and it was good. It was really, really funny. Not the most insane movie. Not worth all this hype. Let's be honest, the hype, it's not their fault. It's not it's been hyped up so much, but it's just your ordinary comedy. Except there's a lot of violence and watching Kim come on face or whatever his name is getting blown up and stuff like that. But I mean, it was fun. It was enjoyable. I had some laughs. Some hot Asian girls in it. I know something about Asian girls. It was hot. It was funny. It was just a good movie, and everyone should have a chance to see it. And if James Franco and Seth Rogen are the merchants of death in this new future, I mean, well, let's see. I gotta look the one of the agents of death in the face. James Franco. I got his autograph. It was for the Broadway production of Mice and Men back in New York. Back in May. So I looked one of the merchants of death in the face. You might get to see a clip of that in a little bit here. Do we have that clip? Do we have it? But anyways, maybe we will get to see that. Not the show because that's illegal. They won't let you videotape that thing at all. But maybe you guys see some outside footage of him and Crystal Down and some others. Anyways, let's get back to topics here. Let's see. This is the second episode, which is exciting. I'd like to start off with talking about something I got around to watching finally after all these years. A movie called Nightbreed. Clive Barker's little classic there, little cult classic. It was fun. It was really cool. Had some comic booky vibes to it, and it was really different. Craig Schaefer in it. Clive Barker did the movie himself and was smart. But the original version of the movie was screwed over by the studios, of course. But I saw the director's cut, and it was really cool. I'm glad I waited to see the director's cut because it was a fun movie. I had a lot of fun, and if you haven't seen it, I suggest you see Nightbreed. It's a different take on the whole monster genre. The monsters aren't the bad guys; they're the good guys, which brings a lot of different possibilities. The supposed good guys are doing the wrong things, and it's really cool. So I suggest if you get a chance, check out Nightbreed. Next movie I want to talk about is a little movie, Kevin Smith's recent movie, Tusk. Wow. I talked about it in the last episode a little bit, but I want to just go into some detail here a little bit more. This is a movie that I did not know what to expect going in. This is bizarre, and it's just a lot of fun. You got Michael Parks as a crazy madman. You have Justin Long. He gets what's coming to him. I don't know if he deserves it, but he is really violent and really brutal and really just great. Excuse me, eggnog. It's pretty brutal, and I don't want to ruin some movie for you, but it was a lot of fun. And Haley Joel Osment comes back to film, and he's a little weird looking. I mean, I can't say much, but he's not that little boy who shot dead people anymore. I think he says the word "fuck" in this movie, which is really surprising. But we're all grown ups. Unless there's children in the room watching this and they're not grown ups, I apologize for saying the F word. But anyways, so this movie, it's about a guy that blogs with his best friend, and they do a blog together, and it's just. And the one guy's supposed to go meet someone that's the Kill Bill kid that chopped off his leg, and it's an internet phenomenon, and it's a situation, an incident that happens, and there's a downward spiral for our main character, played by Justin Long, and basically he's confronted with this man, and the only way to survive is to go full walrus. And I'm not going to explain what that means. You just have to watch the movie. It's bizarre, like I said, but it's a lot of fun, and it's crazy, and it's different, and it's just really, 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 really just awesome. Alright, so that's my picks for today. The 3 suggestions: The Interview, Nightbreed, and the Tusk. Kevin Smith's Tusk. Also in Tusk, keep out your eyes out for a celebrity cameo. Well, it's not really a cameo, it actually stars in the movie, but it's going to shock you when you see who it is, if I didn't ruin it and say who it was in the last episode. Check it out. It's funny. Best the role I've seen this actor in a long time. So, let's see. Now, I'm going to do a shorter episode because half an hour is just unnecessary. I don't even know if anyone made it through that first episode because it was half an hour long, and that might be asking a lot. But here we are. Let's talk about something I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. Let's talk about Marvel. And I'm not talking about just Marvel Comics. I'm talking about Marvel Studios. They've done the impossible. I mean, they really have. They've taken something and just knocked it out of the ballpark. Big things have happened for comic book movies in the last over a decade now. Actually, the X-Men movies, they started it off, followed by Spider-Man, and there've been fair versions of other characters like Daredevil and Ghost Rider and Blade and so forth. Blade actually came first. Let's not forget that Blade came first. But anyways, Marvel came along and started their own production company, Marvel Studios, and Iron Man and so forth. And every movie's awesome. Every movie's fun. People complain that there's too much comedy. Like DC, Warner Brothers, anyways, wants to keep their movies like Batman and Superman more gritty and dark and less fun. And I guess that works for them. If it works for them, then why not? But Marvel is just is all about sitting down for 2.5 hours in a movie theater and just being entertained for 2.5 hours. It's just hard to do for anyone, any filmmakers, and every movie's just been great. Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers. Coming up, we've got like Doctor Strange, Black Panther, the Inhumans. So many. Captain Marvel, not Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. It's interesting as a longtime comic book fan, and I don't want to sound awful or sexist or anything, but sometimes it's hard for me to accept female action heroes, not because they're females, but it's because I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know if it's tradition or what have you. And it's just usually I don't fall into the stories. I don't enjoy the stories about female crime fighters as much. But Marvel has done something where I don't see it like that. They're able to maintain all their characters, and you don't male, female, is monster, or whatever. You're just able to enjoy them all. And I think they just really nailed that in the coffin shot. They break all the usual variables that make a movie what it is, fall under the usual like male female standards and whatever the hell I'm talking about here. But it's just they've done such a good job with that. I think it's just really fascinating and a lot of fun. And I can't describe it anymore how much I love Marvel. The comic books are astounding still to this day. And I don't know what's going on with this little battle between Marvel and Fox. And Sony now. I don't know what's happening there. Marvel and Fox, Fox has the X-Men. They have Fantastic Four, and they have this less than accurate portrayal of the Fantastic Four that people aren't really up for. Like, they're not really excited for. And I've talked to people that work for Marvel, like artists and such, the comic books company, not the studio company, and they say that people are really not happy about this Fantastic Four casting and the changes of story. I mean, who wants to see Doctor Doom as a mad blogger? His name's not even Doom anymore. I can't even remember what it is. It's like Misovich or something. I can't even. What the hell does that mean? I mean, I just want to see Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, the Thing, just kick ass. Just have fun. Taking on Doctor Doom, maybe the Mole Man, Galactus, and so forth, and just Silver Surfer and all that. And I just don't feel like this movie's gonna do that. I think it's offensive. It's like the people that are cast just aren't following. They actually say they were encouraged not to read comic books, the Fantastic Four comic books, because it's not gonna be anything like those comic books. So what's the damn point? Like what's the whole point about that? And X-Men is starting to get a little better, but it's just still not there. I didn't realize we were signing up for the Wolverine and Mystique show. Mystique is not an X-Man, not a main character at all. And the movies just focus so much on her. A lot of people claim that they think that the movies focus on the villains too much, which I think is true. There's a lot of focus on the villains, not enough on the X-Men. I mean, if Days of Future Past is awesome what it was, you gotta see some X-Men, but you didn't get to see a bunch of these X-Men stand together for an amount of time. It wasn't the X-Men. It was Wolverine, Professor X, Magneto, and Mystique for most of the movie, and it's just, I don't know, and maybe X-Men Apocalypse will fix that. I want to see young Cyclops and young Jean Grey, hopefully, after all these years, how do they fall in love and all that. And it's just something that we'll just have to wait and see how it comes out. But bottom line, they belong back at Marvel, and so does Spider-Man. Spider-Man, all this talk about spin-off movies, the Sinister Six. We don't need that. We need Spider-Man. Like, we don't want Sinister Six. Spider-Man 2, I thought was awesome. I don't know why everybody hated on it, but it was awesome. There was rumors about an Aunt May movie, which is stupid. It's so stupid. I don't even know what that's about. Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four need to get back to Marvel, and they just need to, do it right, because, face it, as long as Fox has X-Men and Fantastic Four, and Sony has Spider-Man, Marvel is still gonna wipe out to kick their asses, just because Marvel is still just the best. Marvel rules. And that's why, because Marvel is smart, and they know how to handle their own characters, because the guys that are writing the comic books are basically going along and making the movies, and it's like, wow, okay, cool. It's different, They know how to keep the mask on for a long time, know how to make the characters funny and relatable, and something that Fox and Sony just haven't really done. Sony hasn't done the worst job. Sony's done an okay job with Spider-Man, actually, but it's just still Marvel rules, and that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it, DC, I love DC, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Warner Brothers does with Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, and all that, Wonder Woman, and that's just, but only time will tell, because right now Marvel just owns it. Marvel owns the comic book movie industry. It's fun, all the TV shows, all movies, cartoons. It's a lot of fun. So I'm getting tired. It was a long day of nothing for me. So I guess I'm gonna sign out. But before I do, I want you to keep in mind that the future is not written, nor is it. Shit, I wish I could remember. I was going to do that scene from the Terminator and I forgot it. I'm embarrassed. With great power comes great responsibility, I guess. I guess we'll leave on that note. And check out soon, because the next episode we're going to talk about Comic Con, the New Orleans Wizard World Comic Con. It's January 9th, 10th, and 11th, 2015. And there's a lot of cool celebrities I'm looking forward to meeting, and I'll talk to you about it. We're going to do a whole episode to cover what happened while I was there, alright? And it's going to be really exciting and really fun. So I'll see you then, and have fun, everyone.